Good evening and welcome to the channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. Palestinians have condemned a visit to a contested holy site in Jerusalem by a far-right Israeli minister as an unprecedented provocation. Filmed by a passerby, this is National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir visiting a place known to Jews as the Temple Mount and to Muslims as Haram al-Sharif. Ben-Gvir, who has called for a harder line towards Palestinians, walked around the site surrounded by police. Competing claims to the compound bitterly divide Israel and the Palestinians. Tensions have risen with the advent of Israel's new nationalistic government. Mr. Ben-Gvir's visit was his first public act since the government, led by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, was sworn in 5 days ago. Protesters have set off fireworks at police in the Bolivian city of Santa Cruz during the 6th day of protests following the arrest of local governor Luis Camacho. Protesters in Bolivia's farming region of Santa Cruz also blocked highways out of the province, threatening to snarl the domestic transport of grains and food. The region, a stronghold of the conservative opposition to Socialist President Luis Acre, has seen thousands of people take to the streets and clashes with weaponized fireworks and cars burned. A court in Senegal has sentenced 2 lawmakers to 6 months in jail for assaulting a pregnant colleague during a parliamentary session. In a chaotic televised scene, Amy Ndiaye Gnibi was slapped in the face by opposition parliamentarian Massata Sam at the start of December. She responded by throwing a chair at Sam. She was then pushed to the ground by other lawmakers and kicked by Amadou Niang. Sam and Niang, both of the opposition party, were also ordered to pay a total of 5 million CFA francs, or $8,200 in compensation to Gnibi. The brawl worsened political tensions in Senegal that have risen since the ruling party lost its comfortable majority in a July election. Authorities have confirmed that among the 4 dead in a tragic mid-air helicopter collision near an Australian theme park, 2 were travellers from the United Kingdom. And they said on Tuesday that the crash could have been much worse. According to Queensland State Police, the 2 craft collided about 300 feet in the air on Monday as one was taking off and the other landing near SeaWorld on Australia's Gold Coast.
The second helicopter coming into land, now that has remarkably managed to land upright. And considering the damage that was done to the front left-hand section of that helicopter where the pilot was sitting, that's been a remarkable achievement. So whilst it has been very tragic that 4 people have lost their lives and many families are mourning this morning, we could have had a far worse situation here, and the fact that that 1 helicopter has managed to land has been quite remarkable.
And animals of all shapes and sizes have been counted as ZSL London Zoo carried out its annual stocktake.
1, 2, 3. I mean, I can only count 3, we've definitely got 4.
Around 40,000 animals are housed at the zoo, and at the start of each year it's important to know exactly which species call it a home and the number of animals, insects, birds and mammals which are there.
So today is the annual stocktake at London Zoo, and as the name would suggest, it's the day, or indeed the beginning, of a week-long of counting that we do of all the animals here at the zoo. And in our case, we're going to be counting in the region of 14,000 animals and nearly 400 species. So a huge undertaking for the keepers here, and something that's really important for us to complete each year.
And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the channel's studios in Lagos.